Hello, Franklin sports fans. Welcome to Franklin High School for this latest girls varsity basketball matchup, where your Franklin Panthers are about to take on the visiting Canton Bulldogs. A special Martin Luther King Day broadcast for both teams. Franklin coming into this game with a record of 3-5, having won their games against KP, Sharon High School, and North Attleboro High School. Canton coming into this game with a record of 4-5, having won against Sharon, West Bridgewater, and Stoughton, and Milford. And gameplay begins. Franklin starts off winning the ball after the initial jump. So Franklin with possession. And Canton playing very tight D here to start the game up. Layup doesn't go anywhere. Canton with a rebound. Nice pass in there. Both teams jumping for Canton with rebound. Shot right there is good for two. So Canton the first team to get on the board. Nora McCall the ball. And she's going to get that out to number 23, Albinacci. Shot right there is no good. It's going to bounce off the rim twice before it goes off to the left-hand side of the court. McCallum gets it. Sasha Tracy, number 1. McCallum. She's looking around. She gets it back to Tracy. Tracy driving it to the hoop. And she gets the hoop too. So Canton now with the ball. Oops. Loses it. Franklin does steal that ball away. Jumps to the hoop for two and gets it. Number 4, Deanna Kolakidis with the ball. And Kira McSweeney playing tight D here, moving it on to Nora McCallum. And she's going to be essentially forced out of bounds there. Canton trying to inbound, and they just barely get that ball in with seconds to spare, but Franklin recovers the ball. Ooh, that ball is nearly lost out of bounds, but Franklin recovers. Number 5, Alyssa Wong. Shot for 3. That's going to bounce off the rim. And Tracy with, ooh, a nice, a nice shot there by Sasha Tracy, but it's going to be number 22, Nora McCallum, is going to be fouled on the play. So Franklin with a 42 lead. First shot is good. Second shot is no good, but Sasha Tracy with the rebound. She gets it back out to McCallum. Wong. Oops, she's going to be called for a trout. So number 11, Fatima Sbey. It's inbound the ball for Canton. Just right with the ball. She nearly loses it. Frank tight D and a steal there. Wong gets the shot for 2. A layup and a shot for 2. Franklin now leading the game by a score of 7-2. 5 minutes and 7 seconds left to go first in the first quarter. Oh, so this is actually Chloe Fills. She gets the ball inbounded. McCallum. Franklin just doing a lot of really swift moving around there. First to McCallum, then to Kira McSweeney. And we're going to have Fails inbound the ball again, the Panthers. Sasha Tracy driving it to the hoop, and she gets it for two. Oh, that's going to be a backcourt violation. And that one is by number 12, Tess Giglio. So Fails trying to drive the ball to the hoop. Shot on net is going to roll over the front of the hoop. Canton with the rebound as they try to drive it past and get it past midcourt successfully this time. Shot for three, no good. Franklin with the rebound. And the ball is going to be lost in translation there, but Sasha Tracy does recover it. McCallum gets it to Whale, Fails. Back to McCallum and to Tracy. Tracy driving into the hoop, and she can't get it for two. That ball's going to be lost out of bounds. It's going to be last touch by Franklin. So Canton ball. So Canton very quickly moving the ball around as they run the ball down front, and Tracy able to block that shot from going off. And it's going to be number 4, Deanna Kolakaitis, to inbound the ball for Canton. Franklin playing very tight D. Ava McCool. And tries to navigate her way around her defense, Sasha Tracy. Shot clock winding down. And that is going to do it. Wow. Incredible defense there by the Panthers. As they keep Canton even trying to get a shot off right there. So Sasha Tracy bringing the ball down. Tracy Fails to McCallum. And Fails gets the shot. And that's going to be good for 3. Kennedy with the ball now. She passes it on to Fatima Sidibe. A lot of good ball movement there for Canton, but that shot does not go. That shot right there, ooh, is going to just bounce around the top of the rim. So a lot of persistence on Canton's part. As Canton tries to add another biscuit to their score, Franklin leading this game by a score of 12-2. Canton's inbound, and they do get it inbound. Oop, that ball's going to be partially blocked by the Panthers as they start bringing it down. Tracy. That was going to get to Chloe Fails. Tracy Drives that ball to the hoop, but it's not going to go. And that was an offensive foul. So ball's going to be turned over to Canton. There's number 12, Tess Giglio, is going to come into the game for the Canton. Alyssa Warren driving that ball to the hoop. And unfortunately, the shot is going to be too much. Franklin bringing it back. Tracy, that's going to hit the rim. Rebounded by Canton. And Canton right back down. Shot there for three is no good. Canton with the rebound. Ooh, a nice pass right there, but that ball's going to be stuffed. Canton does recover, and they get the shot for two and a +1. So this will be number 33, Jessica Wright, going to the line for Canton. Potential three-pointer. And that shot is no good. Franklin with the rebound. Chloe Fields bringing it down. Franklin drives that ball to the hoop, and they get it for two. Ava McCool. And a timeout's going to be called by Canton. A very necessary timeout for the Canton Bulls, as they continue to face a 10-point deficit with 1:40 left to go in the first quarter. So Canton coach Jimmy Coach Choquette is probably worrying how he's going to get his players to strategize against the speed that Franklin is working with. Franklin has been able to move the ball around very, very quickly throughout the course of this first quarter. And there have also been a few unfortunate turnovers on Canton's part as well. We thank you for tuning into this game on Franklin TV and on YouTube as we come out of the Canton timeout. Number 33, Jess Wright to inbound the ball for Canton. Ava Cool passes it to Wright. To Tessa Giglio. That ball is going to be knocked out of bounds, so it's going to stay. Last touch by Franklin, so it's going to stay Canton ball. Cool gets it inbounds. Meg Beatty. That ball is going to be almost stolen away by number 24, Kyra McSweeney for the Panthers, but it's going to be a ruled jump ball, and it is going to stay Canton ball. Right with a shot on net there, but that's not going to go. Franklin with the rebound. Fails, passes down. Shot on net. It's going to be just shy of the rim. Nice play there by Canton to try to keep that ball in bounds, and they do, but it's going to stay Franklin possession. Fails, passes it on. Canton again going the extra distance to try to keep the ball in bounds, but it's going to again stay Franklin's ball. Fails. Ooh, she was going to go for a shot, but can't find an open spot. Nice pass there. So Franklin now lead by a score of 16-4. Their biggest lead of the game so far. And that's going to mark the end of the first quarter. So an overwhelming first quarter for Canton Bulldogs. as Franklin now holds a 12-point lead over them, 16-4. And Franklin having a tough season themselves this year, having lost to the likes of North Attleboro, Taunton, Duxbury, and Falmouth, both tough matches for the Panthers. And their last loss was to Oliver Ames High School. But for this game, Franklin off to a very strong start. We'll see if they're able to maintain that energy as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. Sasha Tracy with the ball. Nora McCallum passes it on to McSweeney. Tracy fails. Back to Tracy. Fails for three. Can't connect. But it's going to be Franklin. Ooh. It initially was a Franklin rebound, but Tracy could not keep that ball from going into backcourt. So that's going to immediately turn the ball over to Canton. So Canton still at times struggling to get the ball in bounds due to Franklin's defense. And a three-point shot right there is going to hit the rim. Franklin with a rebound. Franklin driving this ball down to the down. That's going to be an offensive foul. An offensive foul there by Norm. An unfortunate turn right there. And a deep throw. That ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Canton ball, but Canton felt like they had to resort to a long pass right there. So just right to this is actually, no, take that back. This is so long with, did receive the ball after the inbound. Ooh, Franklin able to steal that ball away. So a lot of quick motion with Franklin after that steal. Canton able to avoid a nice block right there. And another jump ball. It's going to stay Canton ball. So Alyssa wants inbound. And that's going to be lost out of bounds inadvertently by Tess Giglio. Or Giglio, I think is her last name. Sasha Tracy with ball. Chloe fails. Gets it to number 24, Kira McSweeney. Back to Fails. Fails was going to drift to the hoop, and a shot there by number 20, Kaylee Fernandez, is going to be good for three. And that ball is going to be lost out of bounds. Canton lost track of where they were on the court. So another unfortunate error for the Canton Bulldogs as Franklin increases their lead to 19-4. Canton, despite their best efforts, not being able to slow down the Franklin offense here. Shot here for three is good by Sasha Tracy. Just right, gets an inbound. Alyssa Long. Shot there for three is no good. Franklin with the rebound. And shot here for three. It's going to bounce off the rim. Both teams going for that ball. It is going to stay Franklin ball. Got Chloe Fails back into the game. 4 and 20, Kaylee Fernandez. And you've got, unfortunately, this team number is not on the roster. Tracy gets it to McSweeney. McSweeney back to Tracy. Tracy trying to drive it to the hoop, and instead she passes it off. Oop, that's got to travel. So Canton bounds it. Tess Gigolo. And she's going to be called for traveling. Yeah, this team member for Franklin is not on my roster, so. So Franklin is able to inbound it. Kyra McSweeney with the ball. And she drives it to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Canton with a rebound. Number 4, Deanna Kolakaitis. That's a real tongue twister of a last name. And what was intended to be a pass back to a teammate for Canton is going to end up being a turnover. Chloe Fails. That's going to be a block on 24, Kyra McSweeney. And it looks like a timeout was called right there. So Franklin with an overpowering lead in his first half. Excuse me. 4 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the second period. Franklin with a 22-4 lead. And they are feeling no need to slow down here. They have been playing dominantly from the second that the first quarter started. And Canton, while they have tried to get shots going on their side of the court, they just have not been falling for them. And we come out of the Canton timeout. So McSweeney is at the line for 2. First shot is no good. Second shot by McSweeney is going to be no good as well with the rebound. And they're moving fast. Good pass right there, a good shot. And unfortunately, Canton cannot get that one to fall. Rebound is going to be stolen away by Franklin. So Tracy now with the ball. She moves it to Fails. Shot there for Tracy. Goes in and out of the hoop, but Franklin with the rebound. McSweeney. And then Franklin just doing a lot of quick move around here. 14 for the Panthers. Shot there is no good. Just bounces off the top of the rim. Franklin needs to keep that ball from being backcourt, and they do. Pass right there. She thought about taking the shot, but refrained from it. McSweeney. And a shot right there. She's going to be fouled by Canton right there. Kara McSweeney to go to the line for two. So that foul was caused by number 12, Tess Giglio. First shot by McSweeney is no good. Upcoming second shot by McSweeney. That one sinks. So Franklin now leading the game by a score of 23-4. And Canton is just desperate to get any shots going as they do score one right there for two. Their first basket of the quarter, I believe. Yeah, scoring-wise, this quarter has been all Franklin. Fails inbound to Sasha Tracy. Tracy almost finds herself there. And this is going to be rolled the jump ball. Multiple players for both teams chasing after this ball, and it's going to be ruled a Frank ball. So Chloe fails to inbound it. Chip that. It's actually going to be number 14, whose name I do not have on my roster. So Sasha Tracy. Fails. Shot for two is no good, but they do get a rebound. A foul by Franklin is going to turn the ball over to the Bulldogs. Number 11, Fatima Sidibe will inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. She gets a deep pass in there to Alyssa Wong. Alyssa being tracked down very carefully there by Fails. That ball is nearly stolen away, but Canton with a shot there, and for two, it's good. So Franklin now leading this game by a score of 23-8. And Franklin's first 2 points of their own. Canton trying to get it past the half court. Franklin steals it away. McCallum can't get it, but she does get her own rebound. And a shot there by Sasha is not taken. Fails. Thought about it. And a shot there by Kira McSweeney. She's going to take the ball through the hoop. So McSweeney at the line for a potential +1. And she get it. Score is now 28-8. Another deep throw here to Alyssa Wong. This time it does work in favor. And a pass to Sidibe. That's going to inadvertently be thrown away to the Panthers. Tracy. Nice pass there. And a shot for two by Fils. Nice shot there. But Fatima Sidibe is going to give them an additional 3. Tracy tried to respond in kind, but that's going to go out of bounds. So that'll be a Canton ball. Sidibe inbound it. Nice steal there by Tracy. And a pass off to McCallum. It's going to be, good 3-point shot, but it's going to be lost. Covered by the Panthers. And McSween cannot get that one to go. Another dump ball. There have been a lot of those in this first half. A lot of physicality in this first half on both sides of the court. Number 32, Julia, into the game for Nora McCallum. .45 seconds left to go in the first half. That looked like a tough drop. That looked like a tough drop for Kaylee Fernandez. She might have just been inadvertently tripped from behind. But it's going to be a Frank ball here. Tracy gets it to McSweeney. Fails. She's going to lose the ball from her dribbling. Alyssa Wong here. That's going to be an offensive foul. Turns the ball back over to the Panthers. So Kaylee Fernandez back to inbound the ball here. She gets it to Tracy. 16 seconds left to go in the first half. Canton playing very tight D here. They would rather keep Franklin from trying to get the last shot. Tracy drives it to the hoop, and her shot on that is going to be blocked. Nice block there by Canton to try to keep Franklin from scoring the last point of the first half. So a lot of back and forth throughout the course of this first half. It is going to be Franklin leading this game by a score of 30-11 against Canton Bulldogs. So we're going to take a short break here and stay tuned for more action here between Franklin and Canton on Franklin TV. Welcome back for the start of the second half of this girls varsity basketball matchup between your Franklin Lady Panthers and the visiting Canton Bulldogs. In what has been a fairly or really easy match for the Panthers up to this point. Franklin leading the match by a score of 30-11. Canton to have possession of the ball to start up the second half. Sidibe. Nice down playing to just right. Shot on that for two was no good. And now Franklin with the ball as they bring it down court. Chloe fails. Gets it to McSweeney. Tracy. And now McCallum. And Canton playing very tight D here. That's going to be a foul, an offensive foul on the Panthers. So that's going to turn the ball back over to Canton. Nope. Yes. Sidibe inbounds it, but that's going to be stolen away by Sasha Tracy, who drives that ball to the hoop for two and gets it. Canton inbounds it to Sidibe. She tries it past half court. She tries to drive that ball to the hoop, but she's going to be fouled. And a very strong block there. So Sophie Pacheco into the game for Norm McDonald. Shot there by Canton for three is going to be no good. Rebound is going to be taken by Franklin. And Tracy gets it to Pacheco. She's going to get it to Fernandez. Fernandez drives the ball to the hoop with the shot to go. Canton with the rebound. Shot there is nearly tipped by Franklin, but that is going to be no good. So Franklin with the rebound. Tracy for three, and she gets it to connect. Deep throw right there. Those kind of passes can be dangerous, but thankfully they've been working to Canton's advantage as opposed to against them. Shot there for two is good. That's going to be by Jessica Wright. Chloe Fields with the ball as she gets it back to Fernandez. Fernandez to Tracy. She fails. Nice pass under the hoop to Tracy, and she gets the ball to jump to go for two. So 37-13. Deanna Golakaitis did have the ball initially. Sidibe. Shot for, that's going to be a shot for two. So Canton starting to feel a little more life here in this third quarter, in the early minutes of the third quarter. A shot there by Fernandez for two is good. Deanna Golakaitis. Sidibe. She's going to be double teamed there. Canton with a shot there. That's going to be short. And Franklin's just going to let that ball bounce up bounds. It's going to be Franklin ball. Sophie Pacheco. Nope, I'll take that back. That's going to be Kaylee Fernandez to inbound ball. Sasha Tracy. Fernandez gets it to Tracy. She thought about taking the shot, but passes it on to Claire Lakota. Rebound there by McSweeney. McSweeney. She gets a shot for two, but she's going to be fouled. So McSweeney to the line for two. First shot is good. Second shot is good. Franklin now leading by a score of 41-15. Making this hill even steeper and steeper for Canton to try to catch up to him. Alyssa Wong passes it on to Ava McCool. And Sidibe is going to be caught out of bounds, so that's going to turn the ball over to the Panthers. Tracy. Kaylee Fernandez. She's going to be called for a travel. So that's going to turn the ball back over to the Bulldogs. Sidibe will inbound it to Wong. Ball goes to Sidibe, back to Wong. To Marcia Colacadas. That shot is going to be no good. Sidibe going to be tied to a jump ball along with Claire Lakota, and that's going to be a Franklin ball. So Kaylee Fernandez to inbound the ball for the Panthers. Franklin with a bunch of substitutions here. Chloe Fails coming into the game for Sasha Tracy. Fernandez back to Fails. Canton has to play better D here. Shot here by Claire Lakota is good. And that's going to be three. Alyssa Wong gets it to Sidibe. Sidibe tries to drive it to the hoop. Shot there for two is good. So with Canton continuing to show slow but steady signs of life here in the second half. They're far from cutting this lead effectively in half, but they've scored more points in this third quarter than they've scored in the first two quarters combined. Sidibe there for three, and that's good. Oop, that ball's going to be last touched by Ken going out of bounds, so that'll be Franklin ball. We've now got 11 into the game for the Panthers. Chloe Fails with the ball. Nice shot there, but doesn't go up, doesn't hit the top of the rim. Ball's going to be lost out of bounds. Canton ball. Alyssa Wong with the ball. And she drives it to the hoop. That is going to be a block. By fails. So Long is going to go to the line for 2. First shot by Wong is no good. Wong being one of the dynamic players for the Canton Bulldogs. That second shot is no good. Rebound by Franklin. Franklin quickly moving the ball around. Sasha Tracy back into the game. She just needed a quick break. It's going to be Canton ball. Wong bringing it down. She's again trying to drive the ball to the hoop, and that ball is going to be last touched by Franklin. So Sidibe to inbound the ball. She gets a 2 test. Giglio, I should say. McSweeney. Or McCallum. That was actually McCallum. My mistake. Sidibe with the rebound. Nice inbound play. Canton with the shot. That's going to be up and over the rim. It's going to stay Canton ball. And a timeout is going to be called by Canton. So Canton, to their credit, has been able to find a little bit more life here in this third quarter. 19.2 seconds left to go. But that has not been able to slow down the Franklin offense as much as they'd like to. Franklin leading with 26 points here. And again, we thank you viewers for tuning in at home for tuning into this game, Franklin TV, and also on YouTube. Coming out of the Canton timeout. Got number 31 for Canton inbounding it. She gets it inbound to Sidibe. That's going to be ruled an offensive foul. Fails, inbounds it to Tracy. Shot there for 2 is going to bounce off the rim. Canton able to keep the ball inbounds, but Franklin steals it right back. Time was not on either team's side as the clock runs out. And again, Franklin continuing to lead the game at this point by a score of 46-20. So Franklin will just continue on doing more of the same for Coach John Layton. And Canton just trying to work their way around the Franklin defense, but even though they've been able to get up to 20 points. They just don't really have an answer for Franklin's speed in this game. So we get geared up for the fourth and final quarter here. Sidibe to inbound it for the Canton Bulldogs. Just right, driving that ball to the hoop for two and can't get it to go. Franklin with the rebound. McCallum all the way up to Tracy. Tracy drives it to the hoop. She gets her own rebound, but that's going to be another jump ball. Canton very quickly jumping on that one, and the jump ball just as quickly. So it'll stay Franklin ball. Number 14 I do not have on my roster. She gets that ball inbound to number 24, Kira McSweeney, and she's going to be fouled on the inbound, so she will get to the line for two. First shot is going to be just short of the basket. But luckily for the Panthers, they don't have too much to worry about here. They do lead by a score of 46-20. Second shot by McSweeney is no good. Rebound is picked up by the Panthers. And what's going to be ruled another jump ball, this time turning it over to the Canton Bulldogs. Canton fighting very aggressively for every jump ball that they get at this point. And there have been quite a few of those during this game. Sidibe tried to get it to a teammate, but Franklin's going to steal that ball away. McCallum gets it to McSweeney. McSweeney tries to drive it to the hoop. No avail. McCallum. Oop, that pass is going to be tipped away by Canton. And Sidibe will be fouled on her way to the hoop. Nice pass there by Canton. They are not able to get the shot. They are not able to get the shot due to a foul. So they will. Megan Beatty to the line for three, or for two, rather. She was fouled right after the pass. First shot is no good. Second shot, jumps, bounces in and out of the rim, robbing Canton of a potential basket. Rebound by the Panthers. Tracy to McCall. She gets it back to Tracy. That ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Canton, so it's going to stay Franklin ball. 6 minutes and 33 seconds low in the game. Franklin making a 46-20 lead here. Ball is inbounded to Tracy. And that ball's going to go to McSweeney. Nice pass right here, and a shot for two is good. So Canton just going to do their best in what has been a worsening situation for their offense. Drive to the hoop for two, and she's going to be fouled and put to the line for two. First shot there is good. Second shot is good. Franklin with a 30-point lead. And as has been the case since the end of the first quarter, Franklin continuing to show no signs of slowing down. Sidibe drives that ball to the hoop, but can't get it to go. That ball is going to be, it's going to be stolen between players from both teams. Franklin ultimately comes up with it as Chloe Fields drives the ball to the hoop. Good intended pass there for number 21 Sophie Pacheco, but that's going to be lost out of bounds. So Sidibe. Sciglio. That ball's gonna be lost at the pan. It's gonna be lost among the crowd down there, and then Sidibe did come up with it, and she will be fouled on the shot. So she will go to the line for two. 5:11 left to go in the game. Good shot, and it goes down for her. Second shot is no good, and Franklin with the rebound. Franklin just moving the ball around. Nice shot there for Lace, a little layup play there for two. And that one sinks for the Panthers. Nice pass there to Sidibe, although it does go in between a bunch of Frank players. Canton anxiously trying to get some shots on basket drop. That's unfortunately going to be a travel for El Benacci. Her front foot just slipped a little too far ahead. So Canton turnover. Nice pass there. Canton with a shot on net that's going to be short of the basket. Frank with the rebound. This ball is going to be driven to the hoop, but the shot does not go. Second shot is going to be taken. Again, no good. That one's going to be no good. Canton with the rebound this time. And now Canton bringing it back. Canton with here for three. That's going to be short. Shot here for three is no good. Circles the rim. Canton bringing it back. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the game. And a foul is going to be called on Canton. Julia Atwood to inbound the ball. That ball is going to go just under the rim. No good for the Panthers, so Canton with the rebound. Shot here is going to be blocked by the Panthers, and they will get the rebound. Ooh, that's going to be a travel on her part. That was number 12, Claire Licata. Unfortunately, going a touch too far for what she was trying to do there. So Franklin will finish this game off with an abundantly comfortable lead. And Canton, to their credit, is continuing to work their hearts out. Even though Franklin does lead this game by 31 points. That ball is going to be lost to the Panthers. Sophie Pacheco drives that ball to the hoop for two. So 54-22 is the current score. And that's going to be a foul. So this ball will be inbounded under the hoop. So thankfully, not that many more mistakes. Not too many egregious mistakes, I should say. A lot of a number of jump balls throughout the course of this match. Shot there is no good. Franklin bringing it back. 55 seconds left to go in the game. So for the last several minutes, we've been on Franklin's side of the court. We've been seeing a lot of court time with the underclassmen. First shot is good. Second shot is good. So 56-21 is our score. That ball to be initially blocked away, but Canton does maintain possession. Shot there for three is good. And that more than likely is where Franklin is hoping to keep Canton. As Franklin lets the final seconds of this quarter wind down. So that is going to be it. Franklin will finish this game off with a final score of 56-24 against the visiting Canton Bulldogs. A very tough match for the Bulldogs, although they did fight to the end. But in the end, Franklin's biggest advantage against the Canton Bulldogs was their speed. So that's going to do it here at Franklin High School. Franklin will score back-to-back wins, their last win being against North Attleboro on January 11th, and now here against the Canton Bulldogs. Final score of this game being 56-24. So that will do it for our cover here. And so for Franklin TV, this is cameraman Chris saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, Franklin sports fans. Have a good one.